Good morning, friends. This is April 6th here in Mazatlán, Sinaloa. It's our first full, let me adjust the camera a little bit, our first full day of daylight saving time. So it is a little before 7 and just now getting light. I read that the current infection count is about 1,890 according to the Mexican government. I would note that some friends of mine, educated people here, indicate that the government is lying to cover up the severity of the pandemic in this country. They know of people who have died of this, and the cause of death was listed as something other than COVID-19. I think it was listed as septic pneumonia or something along these lines. So that's not a particular surprise. The government, the president here is not well thought of by educated people, kind of like Trump, not very smart, not, whatever, not much going for him. I think Mazatlán itself is about as closed up as it's going to get. It's just that there's a lot of small businesses here, very small businesses, that simply aren't going to close. I mean, there's just these people work from day to day. They aren't supported by large franchise organizations or the government or anything like that. They have to work on a daily basis if they want to eat on a daily basis. And that's just where we are. Large stores such as Walmart, Home Depot, Office Depot count who goes in and out. At least Office Depot and Home Depot count who goes in and out. Only allow a certain number of people in the store, but this generally isn't a problem since the stores are not flooded with people. From my observation in Walmart, the grocery store part of Walmart, everything is still available. There's no apparent shortages of any kind. I mean, you can get hand sanitizer, and in fact, the entire city has hand sanitizer. Every time you turn around, somebody, is squirting hand sanitizer in your hand, which is good. I would say about half the population at this point who is outdoors, a third to a half are wearing masks. I don't see many people wearing gloves. Restaurants are doing a lot of delivery. Delivery is pretty popular here anyway. A friend of mine, a local here, told me a couple of days ago that it is common for nearby delivery to be free here, and you only pay what you would normally pay if you were eating in the facility itself or doing takeaway. So that has made delivery pretty popular here to start with, and now, of course, some places, I just noticed a couple more yesterday, converted to strictly delivery or takeaway. So that's where we're getting to. It's really not much to do. Again, schools are closed, beaches are closed, theaters are closed, gyms are closed. Playgrounds are closed. There's just nothing to do. The schools are set to reopen at this point in time on 1 May, but nobody really thinks that's going to happen. In fact, most of the locals I talk to think that there will not be school again this academic year. That, of course, remains to be seen. Every day there's more people, but not the rate growing that you see certainly that you see in the United States, but at the same time, there's a lot of concern here that the government isn't telling the truth about it. So, it's very, very difficult to know. As for me, I'm using the couple of web apps to pass the time. Elevate, which supposedly makes you a better reader, writer, doing light practical math. So far, I kind of like it. And then, of course, Memrise and a couple of other apps to continue to try to learn more Spanish. These are things to do during the day. And that's really about all that's going on here in Mexico. If you have any questions, let me know. I'm sitting here pondering when to go home to Colorado, and here's my main question. There's nobody sick in the house I'm in right now. All three of us are apparently fine. There's nobody sick in my sister's house in Longmont. They're apparently fine. So, I mean, is it an unneeded risk to go home and somebody gets sick and who knows why? I mean, I don't really know what to do about this. So, if you have any ideas, let me know. And, stay safe out there, guys.